Welcome to the Ben Buzz. I'm Benny King, and today we have a very special guest, the one and only Haley Jordan. Thank you for joining the program, Ms. Jordan.
Yes, thank you for having me, and thank you for coming back and visiting our broadcast studio today.
Of course. And over the years, you've no doubt become very prominent in the realm of broadcasting. What are some of the things you've done in your vast and interesting career?
I have had such a roller coaster of a broadcasting career, and I'm only 27. So I went to Indiana University to study sports broadcasting first. That's where I got all my start. Started doing IU Student TV, started working for Big Ten Network Student U, but it was really after I graduated where I started getting the best jobs that I've ever had. I worked in local news for a little while, and then I liked that, but I really wanted to focus on sports. So pretty soon after moving to Illinois for the short stint, got homesick, came home, worked for Sports Illustrated Indiana, and now all my kids joke with me. They're like, do you ever stop working? No, I work all the time. I don't ever have an off day. So now I'm a full-time broadcasting teacher, but then also pretty much a full-time sports reporter too. So working for all the teams that I've been wanting to work for in Indianapolis, getting to travel all the time, and just being on air all the time. It's been a goal that I've had. I'm only going to keep going from here.
Well, yeah, you've obviously been very active in your field, often having several broadcasting jobs at the same time. What do you like most about your career path?
Oh, yeah. People ask me all the time, too, do you like teaching or broadcasting better? And I always say it just depends on the day. I think broadcasting and sports is really where my passion lies, though. My favorite part would have to be just being on camera. The adrenaline rush. I don't think everybody always likes the prep that goes into it.
Right.
For example, you knew this from calling games, but one game can be 20 hours of prep. That part's not always as fun, but as soon as it's like lights, camera, action, and you're on and all the prep has paid off and you do a good job, you get fist bumps from play-by-play production and the email asking you to come back. That's when it's all worth it. That's my favorite part of broadcasting and why I stay in the business.
Oh, interesting. Well, you've put so much work into broadcasting, you've now entered the realm of teaching what you love. How long have you been teaching at Plainfield High School, and what's your favorite part about teaching broadcasting?
This is my third year, believe it or not, and we're already almost kind of through the semester. So I can't believe that it's been that long. I got my start teaching when I taught a sports broadcasting seminar at IU. Loved it, wanted to get more involved, so here I am. My favorite part about teaching is when a student is really excited about their projects. I had 5 kids place in the state competition last year. And for our first year entering, I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And so after that, we kind of made it our mission to place even more this year. So whenever I have a student that's just really excited about the work that they produce, and I can look at it and just say, wow, that's really good, I'd put that on the news tomorrow, then that's when I really have good days.
Wow. With everything you have going on, it can be tough to balance multiple careers. Considering your very busy schedule, what made you want to teach high schoolers?
Oh, gosh, yeah. Some days I'm like, why did I decide to teach high school? It just kind of depends on how the behavior is going that day. But the reason I decided to get into teaching, one, I love it. I have a passion for it. But when I used to work full-time in sports, there were some days where I was working from home by myself. And I'm a pretty big extrovert. So I did not like sitting at home, not talking to anybody or hearing my own voice for almost the whole day. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to get my social fix when I'm at school. I 1000% do, because most times on the way home I sit in silence after having to talk to over 100 high schoolers and many different teachers and staff all day. But really, that's why I got into it, because I was just sick of being at home by myself.
Right, with Prince Henry?
With Prince Henry, my sidekick sports reporter.
Mm-hmm. With all the broadcasting opportunities that you've had in your career, goes without saying that you've gained knowledge about the industry with how prevalent you are in it. How has your experience being out in the field helped mentor students here at Plainfield High School?
I think that is huge. I'm not sure what other broadcasting teachers, what experience they have, or if they're still involved in the field. I know some are, but for me, I'm actively involved. So it helps me with my lessons, because whatever I did that weekend, I can take the materials. Let's say I did a volleyball game. I can just show clips of my volleyball game in class the next week and use it as a play-by-play lesson. And so it's easier for me to lesson plan, and also the broadcasting industry is always evolving. So I feel like I wouldn't be a good teacher if I just taught and didn't do any other broadcasting. It's always changing.
What are some of your favorite moments being a teacher, and what are some that made you realize your passion for teaching was paying off for these students?
Yeah, I always tell students this, that it will make no difference to me whether they choose to go into broadcasting or they're just in the class for credit. I will never treat a student differently based off of their future career paths, but I will say the ones that choose to go into it, like you, and we've got a bunch of other kids this year especially who really want to get into broadcasting, that makes me so happy because I know that I can be a resource for them throughout college, internships, and so I think that's what makes me the most happy. Or even just a group project they turn in makes me happy too, that they're all able to work with each other and not kill each other or fight for a day.
Right. You've already influenced many students to follow their dreams in the broadcasting field. How does it feel to see that you really made a difference in former students' lives?
Oh my gosh. Well, it makes it seem worth it to me, kind of like your last question. Teaching is really hard. We don't get paid a ton of money, and we are not really done when we leave the school. I'm constantly answering emails, lesson planning, grading papers. So when students are encouraged to follow their dreams, and I can be a small portion of a reason why they're able to, then it does make it worth it. Does make the late nights worth it. The after school broadcast, giving up a few Friday nights of a year to stay and monitor them, it does make it worth it. And I will keep doing that and keep showing up for kids if they keep showing me respect too.
All right, that's awesome. Really appreciate everything you've done for students looking to get into your field, Haley Jordan. Thank you so much for joining the program and everything that you're doing to guide the next generation of broadcasters.
Yeah, thanks so much. Excited to see what you do in the future.
Thank you. And to everyone tuning in, if you don't mind, make sure to check out Haley Jordan's work on ESPN Plus with college athletics, her work as an MC for the Indianapolis Indians and Indy Fuel Hockey, but perhaps her best work is the incredible mentoring she does in the classroom for aspiring broadcasters like me every single day. This is the Ben Buzz. I'm Benny King, and thanks for tuning in.